evening. Welcome to Andover High School, home of the Huskies, where the Coon Rapids Cardinals will take on said Andover Huskies in girls volleyball this evening. Jeremy Smith joined, as always, by Howie Shapiro.
Jeremy, welcome and congratulations to you. Now a married man.
I am indeed.
So, ladies, he's off the market. I know that that's disappointing
Not just
to everybody.
ladies, anybody.
Anybody or off
yeah.
he's off the market.
Yeah. For now.
For now. You haven't been married a week yet.
She's got time to change her mind. Well, we are excited here to see this game tonight. Andover coming in at 4-1. They lost to Maple Grove, but otherwise they've been pretty powerful throughout the season. We see the starters for the Cardinals on the screen there.
Yeah, Cardinals coming off a big 3-0 win over Anoka at home that Joe and I did the other day. And so they're trying to carry some of that momentum over here to Andover. And that's a beautiful block. Great timing by Cole Post.
Well, if there's a block on the red side here, it's usually Post involved in that. We see the crawl there with the starters for the Huskies. A lot of power on that shot there.
Pounded the ball to the floor. That was Avery Bowl.
Bowles evens it up at 1 here, as Andover gets their first service of the night. Back set there, and that stays on the Coon Rapids side of the net to make it 2-1 in favor of the Huskies.
Just a bit of a miss hit by Hoffman.
The Mallory Rack back to serve for the Huskies. The serve fielder set up. Masteller tips it over, but it's sent back, and gonna get a double hit called on Coon Rapids there, trying to recover.
Jeremy, you and I talk about it all the time. It's, teams going on runs in volleyball, and this is what Coon Rapids can't happen here against a good team like Andover.
Well, it's tough enough to go down a few points to anybody, but let alone a team that can lay on the points. A beautiful placement there by Basteller, finding that back line where nobody was home.
Yeah, defense coming in, and Becca did a nice job of putting that up, and you're going to see it again. She doesn't put a lot on it, but just puts enough on it to find the back line.
Great placement there, as we'll get a rotation and Coon Rapids service from Green. Not handled well after the service by the Huskies to get things set up. They scramble and are not able to get it over the net, so that'll tie us up at 3.
Yeah, and give credit to the Cardinals that down 3-1 came right back.
Good service by Green. That's put up. A little back set for the Huskies. Partial block there, but no one to get it back up in the air, as the Huskies will take point there. We'll get a rotation on their side as well.
It's going to be seniors night here, actually, where they're doing a joint seniors night between Andover and Coon Rapids, and I know we'll talk a little more about that as this game unfolds.
Andover service popped up by Masteller, and everyone backs away. A little miscommunication there. That tends to happen a few times a game, even to the best team.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Bulls to serve again. This one just sneaks over the net and is popped up in the air. Looking for that sideline is Wilbur, but putting a little too much on it.
Last Friday the district said they're going to go to all distance schooling, and unfortunately have discontinued sports, at least for now, starting next week.
So this may be the last game we get to see in person for the season.
There's a big meeting going on right now, Jeremy, as we speak.
And that was a big hit.
Beautiful placement. And so we're all hoping that things will turn around and that these athletes will be able to play, because it's really a shame that they can't.
That was Avery Bowles again, getting up there and just putting it down.
Yeah, I was watching her in warm-ups. She's got a lot of power on her kills.
Set for Post, who just tips it over. Andover looks to set up again. That one's hit to the side and comes right over.
Almost to you.
The TV table. I could have dove for it, but I would have hit your water, and I didn't want to.
Oh, that's okay.
Pull that over and phone it all there.
No, it's covered. It's covered. You could do it. I'd like to see that, actually.
Just a mishandle on the side. The only dives they take are in the boxing ring.
I thought in the pool.
Oh, I don't know if I'd call that a dive.
A cannonball?
You ever see
maybe?
a seal slide off the edge of a glacier? It's kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of like that? Well, hey, At least there's an ending there. You eventually make it to the water.
It's not pretty, but I get the job done. As we see, head coach John Enns there watching his team. That service goes out of bounds, and they give it right back. And this is something else we've talked about this season, Howie, is those unforced errors.
Yeah, there's too many of them at times, and that's head coach Connie Huberty. Connie's been at this for a while. It was with the Coon Rapids program back in the day.
Brooke Ramsey to serve for the Huskies. Cardinals looking to set that up. Wilbur fires that one, and again, just past that line.
Yeah,
and we'll get a timeout.
Yeah, and I think that's a good timeout by Coach Enns. Down 10-4 to a team like Andover, you want to be able to, to try and close this lead a little bit. So good opportunity for them to kind of get their bearings and regroup and see if they can come back out and get this point.
Yeah, with that 10-4 gap, again, like we were talking about, just getting service back and then going on some runs of your own to close that deficit. But those unforced errors seem to crop up at the worst times.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Not that there's a good time.
Well, yeah, there's not usually a good time, but you're right. I mean, just when you can ill afford them. Coach Huberty getting a little instruction to her players as well.
We'll wait for our official to signal the return to play. Service from Ramsey. Just tips over the net. Great try at the dig there, but not quite able to get it all the way out.
The tape is your friend. It's my mantra for tonight.
It is. That's my mantra when I go swimming as well. That service there. Put into play by Anderson. Set up, and Anderson fires it back across the net. A little back set. Good placement, but Coon Rapids able to recover. Anderson again fires it back over to the Huskies side. Huskies looking to set up. And that one is thrown down to the ground by Ramsey. Another kill for Andover.
Yeah, they've got an impressive set of outside hitters so far that we've seen in this. They've done a nice job of building this lead, 12-4.
Ramsey still with service. Anderson puts it up. We'll get a set over for Wilbur, who's still looking for that right side and still can't quite find it.
Yeah, she found it the other night against Anoka. She did a really nice job. In fact, I think she may have been the Cardinals' best player that evening.
So 13-4 the score now. Cardinals looking to put something into play. Back set for Post, who just pops it back over. Huskies set it across net. And again, a lot of power over there.
Just a beautiful kill. And again, they find number of spots on the court. And you can see why they're 4-1.
They're doing a great job when they're in the air of going eyes up to see where to fire it down. They're not just hitting it blindly. They're looking for those open spots. Set over by Wilbur. Little back set. Post was there to try and get the block, but the ball did come over the net. So 15-4 as that run extends.
Yeah, that time she didn't, Nicole Post didn't get the kind of elevation she wanted, and that ball hit her really in the forearm. A beautiful ace.
Long service for Ramsey here. She puts an ace on the board as well. First one of the game. Little back set for Wilbur. Wilbur sends that one a little deeper than normal. Back set, and again, not quite able to get there for the block. Andover is in control of that tonight.
Olivia Rooney. Oh, talk about an ace, just finding that back far side corner. And the Huskies.
Huskies know their territory.
Well, they do.
It's the best I had on short notice. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Catches the line to make it 18-4 here in the first. That service is set up. Set over. And just out of play.
Yeah, just out.
Bresnahan trying to find that sideline. Put a little bit too much on it here.
So far, this is a set that the Coon Rapids Cardinals would like to forget here, down 19-4.
Anderson pops it up. This one's going to be hit over very deep. Little back set, clean hit. Wilbur sets that one back over the net. Andover looking for the kill.
Really good communication with the Huskies. You can hear them chattering to each other in terms of where they want to go. Another timeout here by Coon Rapids. A 20-4 deficit here in set number 1.
The last timeout came at 10-4, so that's a 10-point run after timeout.
10-4.
That's not what you want to see.
It is not. You want to see it the other way.
Absolutely. No question. You want to get service back after that. But at 20-4, yeah, Andover definitely showing the communication, like you said, out there on the court, rotating around really well to stop their players to hit those open shots.
Yeah, and again, they're good. You look at their line scores, and either their 4 wins or either 3-0 or 3-1. The one loss, as you mentioned earlier, to Maple Grove, a 3-2 loss. Sports night. We will have highlights of this and some football and some more volleyball on for tomorrow night's show, which could be our next to last show unless something changes. At least for now, we'll be on a little hiatus unless something changes.
Sports night will go to reruns.
Yeah.
Start showing old shows from the 80s.
We'll play some more classics.
Yeah, Sports Night Classic.
Yes. Well, we probably could find some Sports Night classics. I'm sure.
Well, there is one commercial we run.
That has like
Sports Night on it. Big fan of that one.
I'm so monotone in that. It's like
Post looks to score for the Cardinals, but that's sent right back over. Huskies looking to put this one away again. Fired with power to the floor. By my Yund official statistics, I think that's either 6 or 7 kills for
Isn't
Andover.
That Smith? Unofficially Smith?
Yunda Smichel.
Yunda Smithel. Well, finally that ends.
And the only way Coon Rapids was able to stop that barrage was by an unforced error on the Huskies' side.
21-5. Cardinals need an extremely successful run of their own here.
Post serves that one over to the Huskies. With the setup, that one's just popped over. Cardinals looking to set. Back set there and blocked at the net. Will you get that one back as quickly as you can?
They did get it back quickly. Just 1 point for the Cards, and then they can't get the service.
Service over to the Cardinals. That one hit over to the mid-range on the Husky side. Set up and fired. Cardinals are able to recover and get that one up. Wilbur still looking for that back.
That was tipped. That should be the Cardinals' point.
Did hit a player on the way there, so nice job getting the ball back. 22-6 or 6-22, depending which side of the ball you're on.
Oh, what time of day it is?
Yes. Service from Bresnahan, not able to be fielded by the Huskies, and that is another point on the Cardinals side. Bresnahan just a junior, so we'll see her next year.
We will.
Huskies look to set that one up, and they do. That one thrown to the ground by Rooney.
So the Huskies just 2 points away from capturing this first set.
Get another look at that one there. Really excellent work, just finding the open space on the floor.
Well, they've been doing that all set long. In different parts of the floor, they've been pounding the ball to the floor in all areas.
Stam's service here, put up by Anderson. But all the way over. Wilbur looking for that back corner. Diving players able to field it as the Huskies just need to get it over, and they do. Coon Rapids. Nice try by Fredericks in there to catch him off guard and just do a quick set over, but the tape was not her friend that time.
Not on that occasion.
24-6. So this will be a set point here for the first. Easy serve over the net. Cardinals set up, and that is blocked. Anderson, the nice maneuver, able to get that one back over. The Cardinals looking to set up now. All the way over to Wilbur. Partial block as the Huskies recovered, set that one up, and that is blocked.
Great block.
Nice work by the Cardinals to get a hold of that one. Extended the set.
Yeah, and they needed that quite obviously. That was Mattis Fowler. Got a good piece of that.
Well, you definitely see that the players have an ability to carry the same momentum into the next set. So despite the score being 24-7, you still want to play well, do what you can.
You do, and you just regroup. You know, you're down 1 set, so you just come back. It goes back to 0-0, and you try and just get this second set under your belt.
We'll be back with some more prep volleyball here on CTN Coon Rapids.
Oh, hey! Okay.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or a new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. But they came back with a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
We are back here on CTN Coon Rapids. Look at the Northwest Suburban Conference. Participating schools there on the wall. And let's see some highlights from that first game.
And they were all Andover Husky highlights. They dominated that first set.
They really did.
25-6.
A lot of good communication, power at the net. Coon Rapids just with a few miscues in there, not able to stop the runs. At one point, we saw a long service from the Huskies.
Yep. And they, you know, they just really did a good job finding spots on the floor. Their set game is very good. They've got a number of good outside hitters that can pound the ball to the floor.
And they are up 1-0 here. But they don't just play one game, Howie.
They play at least 3, if not, they're hoping 5. I mean, obviously this Andover team very good. There's really not going to be any kind of easy. They're not going to let anybody off the hook easily. The Cardinals will have to come back and play tough.
And just a reminder for our viewers, due to the health restrictions, we don't switch sides at all.
We do not.
Something that I'm still getting used to. Switching sides is one of my favorite things.
I'm going to leave that alone.
So 0-0, start fresh, forget that first set, move on for the Cardinals. The Huskies look to take control of this one again. Set up, post, able to put that one over and score first for the Cardinals.
Again, she's so strong at the net, especially on the block. Nice play by Nicole Post.
Service here from Green goes over to the Huskies. cross set.
Great block again.
And that was Bresnahan and Post both there to keep that one on the Husky side of the net.
Yeah, we talk about those 3 players in the front right there for Coon Rapids. Got a lot of strength, a lot of height. And this is the start Coon Rapids was looking for. Get off to an early advantage and put some pressure on Huskies, because Andover didn't have any pressure in that first set.
They did not. Coon Rapids out to a 3-0 lead quickly here. Tape tips that one over. Masteller goes up and tries to put that down on the other side. Huskies are able to recover. That one's fired over, but Coon Rapids puts it back up in the air. That's set up. Wilbur hits it over, keeps that one in play as the Huskies set it up. Looking for a play at the net. I don't know if it was her knee or ankle.
Yeah, she slipped a little.
Gave out on her there, but not able to get a clean hit on the ball. Hopefully everyone's okay. It looks like we're in good shape to keep playing here. Good strategic move there.
Yep,
by Whiteford.
Yep, their run stops at 4.
And Whiteford just with a quick set on the second hit to put that one over, and the Cardinals not quite ready to handle that. So 4-1.
Well, we saw what Andover did with the service last time. They dominated from the service line.
Bresnahan hits that one over, and they get service back immediately. So
and that's the difference in this first set versus the second.
Definitely a different energy to the Coon Rapids team here. Start set 2. Masteller with service. That goes over. Huskies dive up for it. And I don't know if they have layups in volleyball, but that's as close as you're going to get to one.
That was an easy one.
Easy post goes right up for that lob. More of an alley-oop, I think, than a layup. Huskies looking to set up here. They're going to call that one out. And you see Post talking to the official, saying that it did tip off a player.
Yep.
Always good to see sportsmanship in play.
Yeah, no, that absolutely.
And we both, well, you and I both believe in karma, right?
Instant karma.
In sports, ball doesn't lie.
No.
Husky service goes off the hands of Waletka. Makes it 3-6. Cardinals are up. Service from Bowles. Comes over the net. Good dig to get that one up. Wilbur goes up, looks for that back line, but hits it a little too far. That'll make it 4-6. Set up for Post. Post looks for the sideline, and it's popped up by the Huskies, who just hit it over, keep it in play. Cardinals looking to set up. Wilbur jumps up and just hits that one off the side of her hand. Doesn't clear the net, and suddenly it's a 5-6 game, Howie.
Oh, yeah, and the last thing you want to do is Andover back into it.
Well, especially not on a run. Coon Rapids looking to get the ball back. That one's just popped over. Huskies set it to the far side, but that one's fired down, but out of bounds. We see our official on the back line with the flag right there to make that call. We'll get another look at it from our back camera angle.
That was a little out.
Just a bit out there. Nicole Post with service for the Cardinals now. 7-5 the score. Tries to get sneaky with it, but the tape does not let her pass.
Nope.
Rotation on the Huskies side. So back to serve for the Huskies now is Ramsey, who had that long service in the first set.
Yes, she did.
First serve tips off the tape. Anderson pops it up. Wilbur looking to score with that one. Huskies play it again. Cardinals players are at the net to meet the ball, and they get served right back. So great job stopping one of the better servers there for the Huskies.
That's a win for Coon Rapids. They don't have to face her for 8 or 10 consecutive points.
Bresnahan's serve makes it over the net. And that is hit right into an open spot on the floor.
Found that back corner.
That's where you put hula hoops in those back corners and just hit the ball in there.
That's right.
Dead on to keep this game close, 7-8. Nice work by our camera crew to capture all the replays there tonight.
Oh, best in the business.
And whoever's back in tapes is on point this evening as well.
I think
just need to hit it over.
Is that Mike Burlingame?
It could be.
And Mike Burlingame on point. I don't know. I've never heard those two words uttered in the same sentence.
Well, I didn't say his name, so you still haven't. That last hit by the Huskies was out of bounds, so that makes it 7-9. Cardinals to serve. Wilbur's service here, deep into the field. Huskies kind of scrambling to get that one over, and they do. It's a pretty good hit. Anderson pops it back up. Masta looks to put it away, but not quite there. Hit again by the Cardinals. Put back into play by the Huskies, and that is off Anderson and out the back. Narrowly missing our camera operator, but luckily he survives the near miss.
He wipes the sweat from the bill of his cap.
Stands there in the line of fire. Stam to serve for the Huskies. As this one's set up, Masteller fires that hard, and it goes off an Andover player. A good kill for her.
Yeah, back up with a nice play at the net.
We'll get one more look at that one there. She really gets that arm back quite a ways, puts the power behind those hits. Speaking of power, too much power on that last serve.
A little too much mustard on it.
Too much mustard, too much sugar, a little too spicy.
A little too spicy.
All the food metaphors we use for sports.
You're making me hungry.
Well, I think if you check...
for spicy, sweet.
Our producer might have some Starburst left if you ask. Masteller with a huge
Pounds
shot.
it to the floor. You know, Burlingame brought some chicken for dinner tonight.
Oh.
Chicken with some chips, and he eats well here when he comes here.
Hard to eat through the mask, though.
No, he's got a whole little flap that he can put down.
Kind of like the old prospector underwear with the buttons on the back.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, he has those too.
Well, I assume he's old enough to have prospected for gold at some point.
Oh, yeah.
We got a good volley going here. And going the way of the Huskies.
This is a far different set than the first one for Coon Rapids. Doing a good job here, keeping pace up by a point.
Hanging in, stopping runs. Tie game after getting having that first set get away from them pretty early there. The Cardinals are hanging in this one, 11 each. Huskies looking for their first lead of this second set. Masteller sets it up. Let's put back toward the net. Masteller tips it over. A Husky is there to meet her. Huskies look to fire that one down. And we're going to get a double hit, I believe, or it's a lift. They're going to call the lift on Masteller there in the net. Tough to do with the ball right there. Looks like it may have hit her in the face, but she was able to get it back up. So 12-11 Husky lead. It's going to be 13-11 on a real nice hit there from Bowles, and we're going to get a timeout after that one, Howie.
Yeah, the Huskies now a 2-point lead, 13-11. So the best of the business, Joe Yund, who's watching this, by the way, he's working. He's working hard, but when he takes a little bit of a break, he turns on the volleyball match. Sent me a text, and he says, I'll read it verbatim. Preliminary report from District 11 meeting. Motion passed to continue activities immediately. State or the high school association may be able to overrule. He was not sure on that. So hopefully that's some good news.
So we may have some volleyball next week.
We may have a continuation of the sports season, which would be great.
Well, both coaches talking to their teams here in a close-fought second set, Howie.
Yeah, it really has been, and like I said, the Cardinals doing a much better job than they did in that first set.
And the Cardinals did hold the lead up until we hit that 11-11 mark.
So yeah, so that there is some hope. There is some hope alive. We're keeping hope alive for continuation of play.
We'll keep our eyes on the news. And Masteller trying to hit that one from a little far back, and she hits that one out of bounds.
He just sent me a picture. He's wearing that little hat that says press.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to call him Scoop Yund.
Scoop Yund.
Scoop Yund.
With him a trench coat.
Yeah, well, he wasn't wearing a trench coat.
A great run there by the Cardinals, but not able to capitalize on the save. Oh, and it looks like we had a player under the net.
Oh, yeah.
On the Husky side. Number 7, they're saying, made contact with the net. So that will be Cardinal point. You got to be careful of that net, Howie.
That's Eva Sorensen.
So Masteller serves. Huskies looking to get that one right back.
Yeah, that was a nice break for the Cardinals, but they turned the service back over. 15-12 in favor of the Huskies.
Get some rotation here on both sides of the ball. Bulls to serve here. That one's popped up by Wilbur. Set back, post. Fires it back over to the Huskies side. That one's set way to the side. And in.
Are they calling point Cardinals? Yeah, point Cardinals.
In the net. We're going to look at that one here. I believe it hit the antenna on the side there. That one, however, didn't hit anything but floor.
Yes, that is very true.
The Huskies get it right back. So 16-13 here in set number 2. Huskies up 3 with service. And Ramsey back to serve again here. Good serve by her, but the Cardinals are able to get that up. Wilbur goes up to hit it, but is met there by 2 Huskies in the air.
A beautiful block by Andover again, and they're starting a little bit to take control of set number 2, up by 4. And guess who's serving? Oh, out. Just as I say that, service is out.
Good use of the curse, Howie.
The CTN curse. We've put it on many a team and player.
The Cardinals looking to sneak back here. That one is hit up. Anderson plays it up to the net. Just tipped over by the Cardinals. Not able to control it, and it falls out of play. So that'll make it 18-14. This is the time to get the ball back and go on a run, Howie. You hate to see the other team get over that 20 mark because the end is nigh. Husky serve popped up by Wilbur, set back to her.
Oh, great job by Wilbur. She put a lot of mustard on that ball too, and
a lot of sauce.
A lot of sauce, a lot of sugar.
Her serve looks for the back line. Huskies set that one up, just tipped over. Massler puts it up. Can play at the net. Wilbur sets that all the way across. Unfortunately, that one is hit into the net, makes it 19-15 in favor of the Huskies.
It was a good year. I remember it well.
1915?
Yeah, I was 3 years old.
You and Burlingame were prospecting for gold.
He was my elder.
This one's set up for Masteller, who just tips it over the net. Huskies looking to set up for one of their kills, and they get it.
We used to call him Gabby Burlingame. That was when we first met.
Pappy Gabby game?
No, not Pappy.
No,
Gabby.
Not Pappy?
No.
Grandpappy.
Grandpappy Burlingame.
I think he is almost a great-grandfather already.
Great block again by Andover.
Masteller was there to fire it up, but that Husky wall is doing its job here at the end of set number 2. 21-15 the score now. Serve put to the middle for Anderson. He sets it over. Masteller just tips it over. Huskies recover, set up for this one. Tipped over on their side as well. And off the fingertips of Hoffman and down to the ground, 22-15.
Yeah, just a soft little tip over the net. Gets that point. That was Mallory Rack.
Stam with the serve here, 22-15. Anderson puts that one into play. It's set over for Masteller. This time, it gets through the blockers and scores the point.
They had two blockers that elevated up, and Becca did a nice job of finding that little spot between the two of them as it fell to the floor. Cardinals stay alive.
16-22, Anderson serve. Fielded by the Huskies. Back set, tipped over, but Wilbur's there to play that up. Post puts that one deep behind Andover. They can't scramble to cover. And good placement sometimes beats power, Howie.
Yeah, he was able to put it to that kind of towards that far back corner. And Huskies were coming in, not able to get through.
Another look at that there. Anderson's jump serve. Popped right up at the net. And Post gets another alley-oop for an easy kill.
Is that an official call for a shot? Is it an alley-oop?
You know what? We're going to start calling him a volley-oop.
Okay, all right.
Anderson's service. Played by the Huskies. Put up to the net. Excellent placement on the Husky side this time.
Yeah.
It is rare that you see one of those kills not find its way to the floor.
Well, we saw a lot of that in the first set from Andover. They point after point, and you know it was a 25-6 win for the Huskies. Much different.
25-7.
7. I'm sorry. Much different here in set number 2.
Ball was just misjudged there by Fredrickson at the net, but there were two Huskies right there in case she had put it up. And we are at set point, 24-18, Huskies with service. That one's hit deep, Anderson. That's set up. Masteller tries to fire it down, but that one is fielded by the Huskies. Hit, and that is going to be a Cardinal point.
Yeah, and Cardinals stay alive, 24-19.
Well, if there's any time, ever a time you have to go on a run, it's now, Howie. You give up a single point here, and this one's over.
This is very true.
Green back to serve for Coon Rapids. And that is not the way you want to go out.
No.
That ended up going the way of the Huskies, but a lot better play, a lot more aggressive play by the Cardinals there in set 2.
Yeah, I mean, it gives them a little momentum now going into the third set, and hopefully not the final set for Coon Rapids, because they want to make sure this one stays alive.
Well, we hope you stay alive to keep watching. We'll be back with more volleyball here on CTN.
Deep down. The watch behind the defense has the catch, and he is gone.
Great showing in the 100 butterfly. She can't quite catch the leader. And it's hard to throw you for a loop.
No, not when it comes to swimming.
Oh, it's so nice to all be sitting down together. You can tell me something they did today.
I drew a horsey.
Good for you, son.
I started smoking.
I love you too, sweetheart.
I'm selling bongs out of our minivan.
I got a tramp stamp.
I'm getting implants.
I'm dating your brother.
Uh-huh.
I'm cooking meth in the basement.
Great idea, kiddo. That's why you're so popular at school.
Yo, Scott. Hey. I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
back at the home of the Huskies, Andover High School gym. And we will see highlights from game number 2. This one started off with a lot of good play at the net by Coon Rapids. Blocks, kills, they had it going. The game was close up to that 11-11 mark. But then the Huskies started to pull away. More good play at the net, more kills that found their way home. And eventually, the Huskies pulled off the 25-19 win.
Well, the fact that they were able to score 19 points in that second set, has to give the Cardinals a little confidence coming into third. They know it's do or die in this situation, and they don't want it to be over, obviously. So we'll see how they start out here. And, their goal here is to make sure you just keep it close and see if you can pull away at the end.
Well, they get to start with 0-0 and the ball.
That's usually where you do start 0-0. Not necessarily with the ball.
Well, they don't have to worry about that down 2-0. All they got to worry about is this game in front of them.
Absolutely.
As that first serve is set up. Have to buy a post, but Huskies are able to recover. Back set there. That one's hit across court. And it is outside the line, so that will be the Cardinals' point. Audrey Anderson to serve here. Her jump serve over to the Andover side of the ball. Tipped over the jumping hands of Nicole Post. And falls to the floor to make it 1 each. Not to say that her hands were jumping separately.
Well, I'm just trying to picture jumping hands.
It's a Halloween tree.
It's like a licorice.
A little sour.
A miss hit, unfortunately, for Post. She had a good opportunity there.
So Andover here, up 2-0 in sets and 2-1 in the game. In this set, I should say. Another miss hit. Almost had a good soccer kick there as it fell to the ground. Green popped that one up. Mallory Rack back serving for the Huskies. Waiting for our officials to get into place, and they're ready now, as you hear by the whistle. That 3-1 serve comes to the other side. I think this is the first serve I've seen come to this side of the court, and definitely caught the Cardinals players off guard.
They threw him a curveball.
Good tactical play there. (4-1) the score now. That's set up for Post, who just pops it over and does find the line in back to get the ball back for the Cardinals. A rotation up at the net brings Bresnahan back in. Get some of that height at the net for the block. Green's serve here, played by Andover. Set far across.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautifully fired down. Bowles with the first kill of this third set. Another look at it there on the replay. Husky serve put up into the air by Masteller. That's set up. Masteller from a few steps back fires that into the Huskies. He can't quite control it, but are able to get it over the net. Wilbur sets that up. That gets set for Post, who just tips it over the net. Sent back over. Anderson sets it up. Green to the side. Bresnahan looking for the sideline. That player played to that one on the Husky side. It probably didn't have to.
No, I think that was out.
Got a good volley going here, and Masteller ends it.
That definitely was not.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, she pounded that ball to the floor. But you're right, that previous opportunity, looks like Andover, that ball was going to go out, but they kept going.
Sometimes in the heat of the volley, you play stuff you probably shouldn't have. I think it's that natural instinct we all have to keep the balloon from touching the carpet, right?
Exactly.
Gotta keep it up in the air.
Got to keep it up in the air.
We got an ace there by Masteller for another Coon Rapids point.
All of a sudden, we're tied at 5 after a little bit of a quicker start by the Huskies.
See Coach Enns looking on from the sideline there. Masteller's got a good run going on service here. That one's set up and fired down.
That ended that run.
It did. It's because we said something, Howie.
Yeah, of course. We jinxed it. It's the CTN curse. Every time we talk about something good, then something bad happens.
Hey, at least we're consistent, right?
Yep.
You know what you're getting. Brooke Ramsey's serve finds its way. Anderson dives to get it. And
that carry.
We are going to get a double hit on that one. Quick whistle by the official on that. 7-5 the score in favor of the Huskies. Wilbur gets that one put up. A little miscommunication there, but Wilbur still able to poke it over. And that one is going to be on the outside of the flag and be a Coon Rapids point.
And again, the Cardinals just want to keep this one close. They don't want to let Andover go on that run, and they haven't. They look like Andover trying to take control, but Coon Rapids has done a nice job of getting some momentum back, and unfortunately, as soon as I say that,
there we go.
It goes into
1-for-1. Post's serve, unfortunately, doesn't make it over, so it's 8-6 now. Coon Rapids trying to stay close here in set 3, already down 2-0. Wilbur just in the wrong spot for that serve, ready to hit with her arms in front of her, but realized it was a little high, and that was somewhere between trying to set it and protecting the face. It went off her fingers. You know, Howie, you got to protect your face. That's the moneymaker.
Exactly. Oh, right into the net. See, we didn't even say anything that time.
It looks like we are going to get a rotation here for the Cardinals. Emma Wiletka coming back on, and she will take the serve.
Yeah, and she had a nice run on service against Anoka. She's got a really nice service, slow to the net, got some speed on it, and then miss hit there by the Huskies. Puts the score at 9-8.
McQuay had her arm back to hit that one and never pulled the trigger on it.
She did not.
8-9 here. Cardinals looking to tie it back up. Good hard serve to the back line. That one's got a lot of height on it. Huskies just looking to put it over and barely do. Anderson calls off Masteller. Wilbur pops it over to the back line. Good placement on that one. Huskies trying to control and get it over, and they do. Nice diving hit by Wiletka. That's put up at the net. Wilbur hits it, but too far and out of play. A little frantic play on both sides of the net for that one.
And a good thought by Wilbur. She was going to try and pound it to that back line, but
just a little too much.
Too much grease on it.
A little too much lightning on there.
Yep.
Brenna Stam serves it over. Masteller puts it deep back to Stam. We're going to set at the net. Cardinals do a good job to recover. Set that one up. Wilbur goes up again. A little hesitation, but still.
A little too much.
A little extra ranch dressing on that chicken nugget.
Yep. A little heavy on the Caesars.
Makes it 11-8. Wiletka puts that one up. Wilbur again. This time just tips it over, but a Husky player is able to run in and put it up at the last minute.
Oh.
And that was an excellent hit there by Bowles. From a few steps back on the net, just gets the height, good contact, finds the back line, puts the right spin on it. A diving Masteller not able to get to that one, and the Huskies have now put a 5-point lead on a game that was close. And we're going to get a timeout.
Well, and another good timeout by Coach Enns. Just, talk about things, calm everybody down. Say, listen, we're still in this one. We're down 2-0, but we're still in this third one. And just let's say it's 0-0. We got to just win this one to keep going. And Cardinals looking to see if they can do that down by 5.
8-13 the score here in the second set as you see Coach talking to his players. Let me see Joe and Howie there for Sports Night Weekly. We'll definitely see you for Sports Night tomorrow.
Yes. Tomorrow being Tuesday, Joe and I will bring you all the action.
All the highlights from around
all
the wide world of sports.
Yep.
Probably some highlights here from the home of the Huskies in volleyball.
Yes, there will be.
We'll get reset after the timeout here. Player looking for a ball, and she gets it. Stam serving. for the Huskies. And that is
too much pepper.
That's a foot-long hot dog and a regular-sized bun. A little too far out the back.
Yeah, I'm
on
not
that
sure
one.
about that one.
Good hit by the Huskies there. The diving Wilbur not able to get to it. The friendly tape tip there gives the Huskies a 14-9 lead. Whiteford serves. Anderson puts it up. Mastello tries to hit that one up, and yet Wilbur going one way with the ball coming back the other.
Well, she didn't get as much on it as she would have liked to have, and it just put it up right at the top of the net. An easy point for the Huskies.
Coming out of the timeout, you didn't want to give up a couple points,
No.
but that is unfortunately exactly what happened. Anderson puts that up. That's put to the net. Masteller fires it, and
great save.
Great save by the Huskies to get that one. And that one catches the line right in front of our official. Stays in bounds for the point to make it 16-9. So what was a small deficit is only growing bigger. Cardinals looking to get service back here. Wilbur hits it. It's going to be a good play at the net. And that is going to end up not clearing the net and getting the ball back to the Cardinals. 16-10. Anderson to serve. Her serve finds a Husky player. Not going to set that one up. That's fired. Off a player. Wilbur dives, but not able to hit that into a playable location.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Cardinals didn't keep that service very long.
Just the 1 point there. We'll see another look here. Good effort trying to knock that one up there. My knees could not handle volleyball, I can tell you that.
No, on the net. That's Cardinal point.
It is a Cardinal point. Her hand hit the net there.
I think she.
Forearm?
I don't know. I think it was the ball.
Nevertheless, the Huskies set up, and we're back to playing here. Masteller tips it over a couple
Beautiful
Husky
play.
players. Great placement by her to score another point for the Cardinals. Trying to get back in this one. 17-12 the score now. That play at the net. There's that check game of, are you going to tip it over or are you going to goes on through the entire game. You get to know the player on the other side of the net, what their tendencies are, and try to think to move ahead. And that'll move some heads.
That will move some heads.
Another kill for the Huskies. You see that long set across court and just finding the open space.
She pounded it to the floor.
12-18, we're going to get a timeout. Andover calling the timeout here.
Yeah, maybe a little strategy by Coach Huberty with service. 7 points away from a sweep.
Well, at this point, you don't want your players to get sloppy.
No.
You don't want to get those unforced errors, serves into the net, hitting it too long. Putting too much sarsaparilla on the ball.
Well, that usually makes it wet then.
That's an old Mike Burling game special right there.
Or some sarsaparilla. It calms his nerves.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Helps his hand stop shaking.
Yeah, exactly.
So 18-12 the score here. Andover up 2-0.
It's a good overture.
It is.
It is a very good overture.
It is. I don't know if I could name another overture offhand beyond that one. I know there's also a war named after that year.
That is correct.
I believe it happened that year as well. Thus the naming convention.
Yeah.
History lesson here at volleyball.
Hey, we just try and bring it. We bring it.
History. We bring it.
We bring it. History. We bring it.
Anderson puts this one up. Masteller. A
what
huge
a
dive
block.
to try and get that one, but a massive block on the Andover side.
So it worked out pretty well that timeout for Andover. They get the point. Continue service.
We get another look at that one here on the replay and just
And
It
how much
pays
Cardinals
to be
can
in
do.
the right place at the right time. That gets set up. Cardinals recover on that one. That one's back set. Mastello just pokes it over. Huskies looking to set up. That one's blocked at the net by Bresnahan. Tipped over. Wilbur dives to keep that one in play. Mastello looking for the back corner where nobody was at, but the Huskies do play that. Punched over. Wilbur puts that one up. Great hit to keep that one in play. We got another good volley going here. Post looks to hit it. She goes to the back line. Two players collide, but they're able to play it.
Great. Oh.
Still in play. And wow, what a recovery by Andover. That one's back set. Bresnahan fires and out of bounds.
Wow. That was a heck of a volley by both squads.
Longest volley of the night. Both sides had players dive into the floor, but Andover able to pull the point off on that one. Go up 20-12. Play at the net here, but that one's not going to make it over. That's going to be a point to the Huskies.
Could get a change for the Huskies.
Yeah. Josephine Cox coming out onto the floor. Wilbur's hit gets put up. Anderson's able to recover that one, and that is kept in play. Huskies looking to set something up there. That's poked over, and once again, they find an open spot on the floor.
Cardinals, they kept it alive, but obviously did not.
We'll see on the replay here, that one did hit some ground. Wilbur puts that one up to the net.
2 points away from a sweep. Cardinals trying to stay in this one.
23-12, the score here. Both still serving on the Husky side. Wilbur puts that one up to the net. It's back set for post. Fires it into a blocker, but it's able to recover. Good play by the Huskies to keep that one up there.
Oh.
And another kill for Bowles up at the net there. She's having a great night.
She really is. She's been very dominant since the start of this match.
Great placement, using those sidelines, those cross-court shots. And game point behind him. Bresnahan fires this one, and it does go off an Andover player.
She keeps it alive for her squad.
After being real active, the kills there in set 2.
Yeah.
Coon Rapids has not had much luck here in set 3. And that'll be an ace as well to make it 14-24. Serve, put it to the net, and set back. That is out of bounds off the top of the tape. And another point for Coon Rapids.
Staying alive.
Yeah, 3 points in a row there. Huskies looking to put this one away. And they do. That'll make it 25-15, our final here in the third. So after 3 sets, that is going to be the game tonight. Andover winning 25-7, 25-19, and 25-15. That second set really was the closest one all the way through the midpoint of the game there, Howie. Cardinals played well in stretches, but Andover just too much power up at the net.
Definitely too much power at the net. I'm not sure. They talked about having some sort of presentation for the seniors here at the end of this match, and so we'll stick around and see if we can cover some of this. The well-deserving recognition for seniors from both Andover and from Coon Rapids.
That's awesome.
PA announcer instructing the limited crowd.
That's Coach Huberty.
Oh, that is a coach. Nice to see both teams participating together.
It is, and I talked to Coach Enns earlier today, and he says, we decided we're going to do a joint senior night, which they weren't sure if they would have continued to play.
taking advantage of the opportunity here to honor seniors on both teams. And what a strange environment to have your senior year of high school, Howie.
You can't make this stuff up.
You really can't. Well, as we get a look at the players there, trying to keep some social distance, but also hand over those gifts, those senior night prizes.
Yep.
Well, we're going to go ahead and call it a night here. So Coon Rapids drops to 2-4. Andover improves to 5-1 as we wrap up our coverage of girls volleyball. On behalf of Neil the Heel Hennon, everyone in the truck.
Neil the Heel Hennon, wow.
And for Howie Shapiro, I am Jeremy Smith saying enjoy the rest of your night.
So if you want to come on this side so you can see, you can. Just make sure you social distance. There's lots of